Hola a todos, os habla hasalak y estamos en The Cat Lady. Bueno, vamos a continuar con nuestra aventura gráfica para adultos. Vale, nos quedamos hablando con esta muchacha. De hecho, bueno, no sé si hablamos con ella. No hablamos con ella. Lo último que hemos hecho ha sido tomarnos unas... nos dieron unas drogas, la enfermera, vimos el hospital completamente destrozado, vimos una especie de corazón o algo así raro cerca de la zona de las enfermeras y nuestro objetivo es conseguir intercambiar la pulsera con nuestro nombre con el de esta muchacha. Ese es el objetivo. Nos pedía también el nombre, es verdad, nos pedía el nombre de su madre. Y si os acordáis, en la parte cuando estábamos... Vamos a terminar que se hable. Vale, si os acordáis, cuando estuvimos en el cuarto de baño, al abrir el grifo de agua caliente nos salían unas letras y cuando estábamos drogados aparecían otras, ¿vale? No había que hacer nada, simplemente el nombre es Sheila, el nombre de la madre, no me deja más opciones.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
Perfecto.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart. Do you know how to get out of
Vamos a
here?
preguntarle cómo podemos salir de aquí, que es nuestro objetivo.
We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug.
Vale, el líquido rojo debe ser del mundo del sueño.
Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs.
Ese es el corazón de araña
I
ese,
just
que
can't
es lo que
seem to
vimos.
find it anymore.
I see.
Vale.
How about we swap our name
No sé si quiere
bands?
que intercambiemos las
Oh yeah,
pulseras.
I don't mind. But that would be like a favor to you, yeah?
Well, technically, you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does
Estamos
that
intentando
make
hacer
any
la
sense?
13-14.
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff.
Perfecto.
What do you say?
Necesitamos conseguir el líquido
I thought
rojo.
nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only get in the world of dreams. Now that is something special.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe.
Okay. I'll see
Vale.
what I can do.
Perfecto. Y
What
esto del premio,
exactly
que
is
es, a ver,
this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure
la
happiness.
lágrima roja de
They bring
felicidad
it.
pura.
I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes.
Bueno, está un poco bipolar la muchacha.
I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Él
Right.
supongo que se referirá al Dr. X.
Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are.
Sí, me está indicando dónde está el líquido rojo, pero ya lo hemos visto.
There are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
I'll talk to you later.
Vale.
Yeah?
Entonces, nuestro objetivo es conseguir líquido rojo.
Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Bien.
Oh, woman.
Entonces, para conseguir líquido rojo, no nos queda más remedio que volver al cuarto de baño, volver a llamar a la enfermera y que nos drogue. Para volver al mundo de los sueños. Vamos a revisar por aquí otro poco, por si acaso. Sucio. Vale, podemos tirar de la cadena. Vale, perfecto. Pues nada, vamos a avisar aquí. Y vamos a esperar a que venga la enfermera. Y supongo que nos drogará otra vez. En principio.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I'm feeling a bit
Vamos a decirle que me
woozy.
siento mal.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really...
Fine, but I can't help it if he's busy. In the
Vale,
meantime,
esto ya lo
I know I'll
vimos.
make you feel better.
Es el
I
mismo
think it's
que...
time. Can you please tell me your name
Es el
and your
mismo
date of
que
birth?
nos... que vimos antes. En el anterior capítulo. Y... vamos a decirle la verdad, ¿no? Porque...
Susan Ashworth.
Total, nos ha dicho que seamos amables. Y ha reiterado que fuéramos amables mucho, Anne. Así que vamos a intentar ser amables. En principio.
That's fine. That's fine. I will...
Vale, vamos a tomarnos las drogas.
That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better.
Perfecto. Y ahora volvemos al mundo de los sueños.
Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
¿Veis? Ahí es lo que os decía. El nombre, Sheila, SH y la A. Y en el mundo normal, aquí en el medio del espejo, pudimos ver las letras que nos faltaban. Vale, vamos a ir hacia el corazón. Si sigue por allí, supongo que sí. Y aquí tengo el corazón. Vale. Corazón narcótico. Vale. Vamos a ver. Tenemos pulsera, guantes. Ah. Vale. Y si yo uso esto, no me dejas. Y si uso el trozo de vidrio para cortar. Vale. Uno de los fallos que tiene este juego, no me acordaba que tenía el trozo de cristal. Y es que... A ver, examinar solo un líquido rojo. Vale. Uno de los fallos que tiene... Ahí está, podemos llenarlo perfectamente. Genial. Uno de los fallos que tiene, y termino ya la frase, es que no sabes exactamente cuántos objetos tienes en el inventario, porque no sale ninguna flechita como que indique que tienes más inventarios que los que aparecen en la barra. Entonces no me acordaba del cristal. Pero bueno. Bueno, ya tenemos nuestra droga. ¿Podemos tomarla, la droga? A ver, ya tengo suficientes drogas. Beber esto probablemente me mate. Bueno, pues no es nuestro objetivo. Bueno, vale. Pues nada, vamos a entrar a la puerta. Va a entrar a la habitación, más bien. Y vamos a acostarnos. Y en principio ahora esta droga se la podremos dar a la señora Ann a cambio de la pulsera. Perfecto.
The drugs have worn off, but I can't let them.
Venga, rápido. Go, go, go. A ver. Vamos a dársela.
I've found the thing you asked me for, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes. No matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
What do they? You know what? It doesn't matter.
Vale, ya tenemos la pulsera.
Thank you for your help.
Y esta muchacha ya se va. Vamos tras ella. Ha desaparecido. Vale, otra de las cosas importantes en estos juegos es... aparte de hablar... Vale, he intentado coger los documentos y no me deja. Ya sabéis. Es hablar con los personajillos. Vamos a intentar hablar con... Vamos a hablar con todo. Vamos a hacer todas las frases con la enfermera a bordo de esta. A ver si sale alguna cosilla nueva. Y otra cosa muy importante es recordar qué objetos tenemos en el inventario. Y al final, en este caso, no tenemos muchos objetos. Vamos a intentar hacer la llamada. Digo que no tengo muchos objetos, entonces hay que intentar interactuar con todo. Vale, tampoco me dejas. Llamar por teléfono. No creo que me dejes el alta. Lo mismo. Me tiene que ver el Dr. X. Y todavía no ha venido. Y me queda preguntarle por Liz.
Is Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here.
Vale, que no la conoce. Vale, perfecto. Bueno, pues hemos hablado con ella. Vale, perfecto. Podemos seguir. Aquí estaban los guardias que no me dejaban irme.
Sorry, Mom. We'll need to see it.
Right. It seems that a discharge letter is the only ticket out of here.
Bien, entonces, por ir descartando, aquí no puedo interactuar con nada porque el certificado de alta y los documentos solamente me deja examinarlos y al ir a cogerlos tampoco me deja. Está todo esto vacío, está en mi habitación y lo que sea que tenga que hacer, lo tengo que hacer aquí en el cuarto de baño. Porque lo demás está más o menos revisado y no me deja interactuar con ello. Ni me deja hacer nada y tengo guantes... Y la pulsera. Vale. Aquí puedo coger... fijaos, puedo coger otro envase. Este es el espejo. Vamos a intentar interactuar. Guantes. Nada. El guante solo tampoco nada. Los medicamentos tampoco. Y esto tampoco me deja hacer nada. El llamador es para avisar. Vamos a ver. Jalar, vale, eso es tirar de la cadena. A ver, levantamos la tapa. Usarlo, no hace falta usarlo de nuevo. A ver, vamos a usar estos guantes. ¿Hola? Vale, hemos tirado los guantes. A ver. Tampoco puedo hacer nada. Aquí tampoco. Y la pulsera de Anne solamente me deja examinarla, vale. Hemos tirado los guantes al váter, al retrete. Y supongo... A ver. Vale. Parece que se está saliendo el retrete. El agua, perdón. De hecho voy a volver a tirar. A ver. Vale. Fijaos, aquí están las letras que faltaban. Aunque se ve muy mal. Entonces, vale, ahora podremos llamar, supongo. Y ahora utilizar otra... excusa. En vez de decir que nos encontramos mal, podremos decir que se está saliendo el retrete, vaya, lo del retrete. Lo que os digo, esto es como en el Monkey Island y juegos así, donde tenemos una serie de objetos, debemos usar todo con todo muchas veces para intentar descubrir qué paso debemos dar.
The toilet's blocked.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute.
Vale, ahora supongo que podremos irnos, quizá.
It's the gloves. Again! I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
Vale, ahora sí que podremos coger quizá el certificado. Rápido. Sí, eso es exactamente lo que necesito para ir a casa de una vez. Perfecto, ya tengo el certificado. Y... nada, los documentos nada. Bueno, ya tenemos el certificado y ahora en teoría puedo irme.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Ahí está, calvo de mierda.
That seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mom.
Perfecto.
We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
Vale. Muy bien. Y ahora tenemos aquí una puerta que pone empleados solo. Está cerrada. También está cerrada. La segunda puerta, la primera puerta y la segunda están las dos cerradas. Aquí hay unos cuadros que no sé si tendrán importancia. Vale, aquí hay un camino que pone hacia... ¡Oh, coño! ¡Qué susto! Pone hacia la maternidad. Y
Susan Ashworth.
ese es el Dr. X.
Well, perhaps I am.
Qué susto me ha dado.
Do you mind if I
Mamón.
ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk. Stretch my legs. Get some fresh air.
Ah, qué cabrona. Me han pillado con el carrito del helado.
Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more
No
drugs
se me van a dar
will
más
be
drogas.
given to
Vaya,
you.
hombre.
I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
No me queda más remedio que
I
hacerte
haven't
caso.
really got much choice, have I?
Vale.
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
Alquilo un departamento, es bastante solitario la mayor parte del tiempo. Vivo solo y me gusta así. Vivo con una amiga, debe estar muy preocupada por mí. Vivo
I
alquilada.
rent a flat. It's quite lonely most of the time. I used to like being on my own, but I'm not sure if I still do. Too much time with my thoughts, and no one to talk to. Maybe I should get a parrot. We'd have a little chat each time I feel like opening up.
Or maybe you could consider finding friends through our suicide watch service. They're very good. Helped a lot of people.
Okay. Maybe I will.
What do you do for a living?
A ver. Camarera o sin trabajo. Estoy en España.
I'm between jobs at the moment.
Trabajo es lo
I'll
justo.
find something soon. But it's been difficult. I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Typical depression symptoms. We can give you something for that. You'll feel stronger and motivated.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Bebo café y fumo en el balcón, desayuno cereal generalmente, tomo té y leo diario, permanezco despierta en la cama, me cuesta abrir los ojos, voy al baño, no es lo que hacen todos, o enciendo la tele para ver programas viejos. Pues... desayuno.
I eat breakfast. Cereal usually.
Excellent. A healthy breakfast at the start of the day is extremely important. Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Supongo que sí, que me encuentro más seguro en casa, ¿no?
I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Pasta, amigas, ser más guapa, algo por lo que luchar, una razón para seguir.
It would be nice to have more money.
Dinero, claro.
Sure, of course. Don't we all?
Dinerico fresco.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
Yes.
Venga,
It
esta.
didn't help much, as you can
No
see.
por nada especial, sino
Just
porque
something
sí.
to think about. I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Pues sí, claro.
Every night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Ahora
I feel
bien.
fine now. I feel like
Quiero irme.
I want to
No es por
change
nada.
my life for the better. Not really sure how yet, but I really want to try.
Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Joder, la de preguntas que me estás haciendo. No.
Not really.
Y encima empiezan a salirme sprites en la pantalla. No.
No.
That's good. Alcohol is a powerful depressant.
I never really liked drinking.
No soy muy bebedora de alcohol.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here.
No, que va, yo nunca pienso en suicidio, que va.
I don't know what got into
me tomé 45 pastillas, pero no por nada.
I must have thought there was no other options left, but I never used to think about it or plan it. It just happened, as if I'd suddenly lost control. I knew what I was doing was wrong, and yet I was unable to stop it. Strange, isn't it?
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Por impulso.
It was just a sudden impulse. I'm ashamed of it now. I had a really rotten day, you know? I felt like I was suffocating between the four walls of my bedroom. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Madre mía.
Not anymore. It's strange. But I feel lighter. I feel stronger. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
¿Qué me hace sentir? Los gatos.
My cats.
Mis gatitos.
I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
La gente, ¿no? Como dicen normalmente,
cuanto
cuanto más conozco a la gente, más quiero a mi perro.
I only trust my cats these days.
Solamente
So
confío en
you
mis
say in
gatitos.
the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I could count.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Oh, I never really thought about that. But I guess it would be a cheap one. I don't really know what they do with people like me. Maybe they just throw us in a hole and forget about it, since there'd be nobody to visit my grave anyway.
I don't think so, Susan. The city would pay for it.
Or so they want people to believe.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
¿Quién demonios es
Yes,
Eric?
your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
Pues no tengo ni idea de quién es Eric.
I don't really want to talk about this.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must
Joder, viejo, que me has dicho que la última pregunta era
What
hace
exactly
3.
happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
Vale, ahora está recordando
We
a
must
Liz.
go, Susan. You are not safe here.
¿Cómo?
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Vale, ahora manejamos esa pantallita.
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Vale, rápido, rápido.
Wait for me. Tell me.
¿No puedo guardar? Sí. Vale, como veis tengo problemas de sprite en la pantalla, así que tengo que reiniciar el PC y ya llevo un rato. Así que voy a dejarlo aquí, voy a guardar la partida y en el siguiente episodio veremos a dónde nos quiere llevar Liz. Después de esta charla tan larga que hemos tenido con el doctor. Así que nada, voy a guardar la partida y nos vemos en el siguiente episodio. ¡Hasta luego!